What's happening YouTube gang? So I kind of changing the channel up a little bit because I kind of intended to do a lot of arcade stuff and all that sort of scene, old school retro games and stuff like that, and bring sort of what I do to the arcade one-ups. It's not really working as such. So I'm going to change the channel into a bit of an everything channel. So I'm not just into retro arcades. I do like my cars, bit of a bloke I suppose. So I do like my cars. I like my cooking, so I might bring a little bit of cooking. Just a bit of everything, do you know what I mean? Rather than pigeonholing myself into the arcade thing. I'm not really in it for the money or anything. Like, as you can see, I work for the old British Gas, so I'm not really in for the money. It's just a little bit of entertainment for people and getting ideas off people, bouncing off different channels and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to start today's video off with the fact that I bought myself a new car. I had a C350, but because of that Khan knobhead bloke, sorry to anybody that actually likes him, I don't think I've met anybody that does like him, who the Mayor of London. I got rid of my big diesel motor, so I had a C350 V6 diesel. I got rid of that in panic, basically. I don't think I really needed to do it. I'm just outside the thing, and it hasn't really affected people around here, but you know, that's what people like to do. They like to give you a bit of panic, so I'll panic. I've got to get rid of it. Got a good deal on it, to be fair. I had it for about a year and a half, lost a couple of grand on it, but you're going to, ain't you? Wasn't too sad in the end. Anyway, I'll show you pictures of that as well, because I did that car up. Yeah. Alright, so I have bought a new car and I've started on it already, started doing bits and pieces on it already. I've just washed it, so I mean it's freezing. I had to do the roof because it was going green, because it's convertible. I meant to let it dry and then treat it, but it's going in for works again tomorrow. So anyway, let's just turn it round. So I bought myself 5. So yeah, actually I'll better keep it the same round, don't I? Because that probably looks like I've turned it on its side. So I bought myself an S5. So 2012. As you can see, I've already blacked out the mirrors. I've blacked out the all the chrome. Really, I'm really not a man of chrome. I don't know whether to keep the badges chrome or go black with them. So yeah, this is where we're at. So I'm going to start just showing little bits and pieces on the car. Now, I don't do the cars myself. I've tried to do it in the past and I've royally messed it up. And I promised myself I'm just going to pay the professionals to do it. Ignore the wheels and the little dirt marks. I've not really washed it too much, just because what's the point in the winter? I'll just go over it a little bit. But yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. I've got to say I would have done this earlier, but there was so many problems with it, so I nearly took it back. So I had a load of problems. So I've gone from Merc to Audi, and I bought a Merc after selling the C350, and I bought a C350 petrol E convertible. I took it down to Merc because I always take cars to like the dealership, or a specialised person, so like a Merc recognised place. He's known me for years. He got it up and around. He basically told me to take it back. So there was so many problems with it. So I basically took that back. That was a place in Canvey Island. Again, they're nice blokes. I was surprised, but yeah, don't trust them. Okay, so yeah, I found this online. I was like, oh, do you know what? It's a middle range car. I can't really afford a V8. I'm saving up for a house. I'm waffling a little bit, but like it's the introduction to the channel, isn't it? Well, the change up of the channel. And yeah, there were so many problems with this as well. I couldn't believe it. I got it off the forecourt. No, it wasn't really a forecourt. It was a second-hand dealership. Anyway, I got it home, and there was a little bit of damage on the chrome pillar, which wasn't there when I first viewed it. Got out of the car and I was like, oh, rang them up. tyre kept on going down as well. So this was the first take back. So I took it back. They couldn't really fix the problem. They couldn't really fix the problem with the thing, because you never, unless you change that pillar, you're just not gonna do it, are you? And the tyre had a tear in it, but again, I don't know, maybe I'm being moany, but I like my tyres to be matching, and they didn't really make an effort. They just got a second-hand tyre on it, but whatever, it got me off the forecourt. Second time I went back, I've stepped into it, started the car up, and all the warning lights went nuts. Problem with the electrics, so all my front lights went. I was driving down the motorway, so I was in Hive in Kent, driving down the motorway, and the window wipers decided to just go and empty itself all over the car as I was driving down the motorway. So it was like, oh my god, the car was fully possessed. I got it, and I'll take my to the dealership. I was just going to give it back. I was just like, look, here's the keys. Off the back of what happened with the last car, the Lemon, I just had enough. So yeah, I'll take it back, whatever. But it was, I mean, I'll take me after the geezer. He pulled me in the office and just said, do you like the car? I said, look, I love the car. So he said, look, like, no matter how much it costs to fix it and make you happy, we'll do so. So he's done that, and it was a leak that got into the PCBs and just wrecked the electrics in the car. So that was done. That's cost them £3 to do that. So I'll take my hat off to him. And then there was another time I took it back because one of the speakers had blown. But again, they are sorting. They have sorted the problems out, and they're Prestigious Motors. Yeah, it's Prestigious Motors in Waltham Abbey. I don't know. They're just, as much as they've done all that for me, they're still a little bit sloppy. It's like, for instance, these wheels, these alloys. Let me say, these alloys. They look like they've done a good job on it, but they've been spray painted and they're starting to flake. Bear in mind, I've only had this car 3 months and I've hardly driven it because I drive my work van. I was going to get them done anyway, so it's not that dramatic because I like them to be dipped, not painted. I've had trouble with paint before. There's another scenario is, obviously I've had all that blacked out, and basically I got they got a fella to black the pillars and that out and black it out because basically the damage. I've just washed the car now, and I've noticed it's just very sloppy work. I don't know if they send it to somebody to cheaply do it, and I paid a little bit towards that because I wanted the whole car. I wanted the window, I wanted the wing mirrors done and things like that. So I paid the extra to get that done. But I don't know. It's just, I'm probably gonna have to get it done again. It's just not. Oh, I like things to be perfect. Maybe I'm being too whingy, but again. But that's where we're at with the channel anyway. I thought I'd just waffle on a little bit about the history of this car. I could give you another look. I love her. It took me a little while to get used to it. Because obviously I've come from Merc again. I've had a little chance to play with her now. After being fixed, I've had a couple of months on playing with her up and down the motorways, and yeah, I've come round to absolutely loving this car. A few things I don't like, a few things I love, but we'll go through that in later videos. Again, sorry for the waffle. I know I keep on saying about the waffle as well. Oh dearie me. Anyway, yeah, hope that's not hope it wasn't too long for you to watch, and yeah, see you in the next video when more work's been done.